both teams' picks.
Yeah, and we do see that Jat picked up that Janna, as we said before, scaling very well into late game. A really safe pick to have, and that's going to be Static taking Nocturne for Jat. So we are going to see Nocturne in the jungle, unless another pick comes out here. That's usually where we will see that champion. We do see a Nasus not locked in on the world team, and we're going to have to see what they decide to do with that. Now, with the bans out, we have seen that a few are focused, that Alistar going out. We saw Jat taking that earlier in some games that they were playing. Olaf has been newly used by Snoopy, so they want that out of the jungle as well.
Oh, and some excellent 2 picks coming out here. They've got Nasus coming up for the top lane, and that is one of those ticking time bombs. Every time he last hits a minion with his siphoning strike ability, it grows stronger for the next time. And you can see the spell dealing 1,000 damage in very, very late stages, and that is a very ludicrously